What's up everybody? Welcome back to yet another review. This time around, it's something that's really exciting. It's the Porsche Cayenne GTS. The Cayenne was introduced in 2002 and it was met with a lot of criticism because how dare Porsche start making SUVs? How dare they? Luckily, I was only 8 years old, so I didn't have much to say. Many years later, I am here now and I can tell you, Porsche knew exactly what they were doing in 2002 by introducing an SUV. It skyrocketed their sales in terms of SUVs, and they know exactly how to develop cars, how to engineer cars. There is absolutely nothing that comes close to a Porsche. I've driven the Porsche Cayenne S, and that blew my mind. The ability, the athleticism of that was crazy. So you can imagine when I jumped into this GTS exactly just how I felt. Gee whiz, that is mind-blowing fast. Now, that is mind-blowing fast. My heart is pacing right now. And for a 2.2-ton car to move the way this car moves simply blows my mind each and every time. Now, in this review, I'm going to tell you about the design. I'm going to take you around the interior and then go on a drive. And we have also found our winner to take on that drive. Remember I said, guys, comment below, let me know, use the link in my bio. So luckily Leroy is the lucky winner and we'll be going for a drive later on. Now, back to this review. And then I'll also slot in some drive shots with the lucky winner, which is Leroy. Guys, this car is everything and more. It sounds good, it looks good, and it's everything that you need. 2.5 million rand is what it'll cost you. Why are there so many cars today? And for that, trust me, I think that's all you need. That's all you need. Forget everything else in the segment, and I'm coming out right to say it. Maybe don't forget everything else, but for 2.5 million rand, I think this is everything and more. Now, let's jump straight into the design. Now, when it comes to the design, this color is called Carmine Red. It looks absolutely gorgeous, chili red hot, right? Personally though, I would just spec my car in all black to match these alloys. I think it would then just be beautiful. Massive air dams right at the front there. Your camera is on there. You've got a gorgeous looking Porsche badge right at the top. Infamous Porsche headlights. And they do an amazing job at night, especially with the auto dim and the auto bright. More air dams down here and they feed a lot of air into that 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. Got a horizontal LED indicator strip that runs right this way. These piano black elements actually add on to the aesthetic of the car and it pops out so much, especially because of this red paintwork. Come to the side, you've got 21-inch alloys that look absolutely gorgeous, and I've mentioned they are in black, and personally I would then spec my car in black to match these alloys with red brake calipers as well, and they do a massive job at grip and also with stopping power. GTS badge right on here, which is a decal, a badge, it's a decal rather, a GTS decal right on the side of the door. On both sides you've got that GTS decals. A 360-degree camera, an indicator integrated into your big wing mirror, keyless entry into the vehicle. You've got this sloping roofline, and for me, this is where I say that the GTS makes so much sense as a coupe. And I think this is one of the gorgeous looking coupes you can ever think of. I mean, just look at this stance. Just look at this stance. But anyway, I'm going to turn the car around for you guys and I'll show you the rear, which I think for me is my personal favorite on this car. So yeah, rear, we jump inside and then we go for the drive. Let's get it. Now, when you come to the rear, and this is why I say this is my favorite place of the vehicle, especially because of the slanting roof shade, this ducktail spoiler that comes on here in black, and it looks so good. You've got these LED tail lights and they are somewhat darkened out or smoked out, and it just gives a really nice aesthetic. A light bar that runs all the way across. Your Porsche lettering as well as your Cayenne GTS lettering are in all black. Got your diffuser down here, the quad tailpipes, which sound absolutely incredible, whether it's a cold start, whether it's upshift, downshift. Your neighbors, everybody's going to hear you. And that sounds really, really good. And Porsche did a really good job here. Now you've got a spoiler up at the top. You've got the ducktail spoiler that I mentioned, and another retractable spoiler that comes up at a speed of 70 kilometers an hour. And it will also retract when you brake. That helps as well with downforce and, just Porsche engineering, man. That blows my mind. It blows my mind. Porsche engineering is just out of this world, man. And I won't lie to you guys, but the best part is about to come now because we're about to go for the drive. So let's head on for the drive. So Porsche claim a 0 to 100 time of 4.4 seconds, right? Let's test out their theory. There we go. Oof. And that's 100. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So you join me inside of the Porsche Cayenne GTS interior, and I've always been a fan of every Porsche interior for me. And I know a lot of people complains, why are there no physical keys anymore? Why are there no analog, displays anymore? Guys, let's keep up with the times, all right? If it works, if it's functional, and if it looks good, let's do it. That's personally my take, and I do know I'm going to get a lot of Porsche fanboys in my comments, probably right about now, so you guys can start commenting. Now you've got this multifunctional leather-wrapped steering wheel, which I'm a huge fan of, with your Porsche logo. You've got a drive mode select button right on there with this button that you'll press, and it'll give you 20 seconds of instant response, which is always a good thing, especially when you're overtaking. Your cruise control stalks are on the left-hand side. A digital driver's display, which for me is always so perfect because you can angle the steering wheel and everything is always in reach within here. And that for me is just perfect. There's nothing that cuts off for me. And on this side, you've got your speedometer, you've got your rev meter, and you can do anything that you want on that other screen. And I'll usually put on my whatever I'm playing, or essentially my navigation system. Up here, this is a sport chrono pack, so you do get this clock up here, and it'll measure your 0 to 100 times and just show you the time. I've actually never used this, to be honest with you guys, but I just think it looks so cool. The design, everything is just really good. Your air vents are also right here at the top. This dash, man, the quality in this car is simply impeccable. True Porsche quality with red contrast stitching that's running across the dash, into the seats, everywhere really. And I do like this brushed effect that happens here on the dash as well. It's not piano black like it is down here, so I do appreciate this, and I would have actually appreciated it if hopefully when I spec it I can get the same effects right on here so that I don't get a lot of fingerprints down below here. Your gear shift knob is, well, your gear shift selector is right on here. Your passenger gets another screen here, and the nice thing is that, and I'm pretty sure you guys can't see it right now, but it's so closed off that the driver is not distracted. Now, I've driven cars with passenger screens. However, at night, you can actually see that, the passenger is busy doing on the screen. And, I had the E-Class, and that passenger screen was very loud, especially at night. So this being, the privacy screen that's on here works perfectly and doesn't distract anyone. And the passenger can see the same things, essentially, that the driver can see. You can see from your music, your phone, your navigation, everything else that you want to see, you can essentially throw onto here. We've got a Bose sound system in here, and I always say Porsche and Bose, please keep that relationship going forever and ever and ever till I can also afford a Porsche one day, because it's such a perfect partnership, and the sound system in here is absolutely gorgeous. But like I always say, when I'm in a Porsche or in any car with loud pipes, we don't listen to the music, we listen to the pipes. This Alcantara armrest is very comfortable, very good looking. The contrast stitching also running across there. 2 cup holders down here. Got a place that I use personally to place a key on there. Still a volume knob, which I do appreciate. Then you've got a screen here for your climate control. But the nice thing is that you still have physical buttons for your temperature, for your fan, everything really. And everything else here is touch haptic, so you can actually feel what you're pressing. When you open up here, you've got a place for your wireless charger, as well as 2 Type-Cs for you to charge. Listen guys, this interior is just everything. This Alcantara suede headliner, my word, justifying that 2.5 million rand price tag that you're paying. And to be honest with you guys, I love it. These seats are heated, and this pattern that's on here, they're leather and suede as well, and this pattern is just absolutely gorgeous. It feels so good on your bum. Many ways to adjust. It's electrically adjustable with memory, of course, in true Porsche style. So yeah, let's jump into the rear, and then I'm going to show you everything that has to do, and obviously there's not enough space because it's a slanting roof line, because it's a coupe, and if you're taller you will have problems. But you guys know me, I do not have any issues with that because I'm not the tallest in the world. But if you are tall, you need to keep that in mind, that it's going to eat up some of your space in terms of headroom. Another con for me has to be just this fingerprint galore that you'll attract on this area, so you must always have a microfiber cloth. But I'm pretty sure when you own a Porsche, you don't worry about that. Kumbi will clean it for you. So yeah, let's jump into the rear. Oh, whoa. How dare I forget? How dare I forget the red seat belts and the GTS embossed lettering into the seat rest as well, which looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, let's jump inside. So this is my sitting position. I've adjusted the seat, the passenger seat, to be in my sitting position, and you've got decent amount of legroom. You've got a seat pocket right in front of you to store whatever documents you're going to be storing in there, making money documents that you put in here, because you're in a Porsche. We've got really solid grab door handles as well, and the Alcantara theme and as well as the red contrast theme continues throughout. You open here and you've got your 2 cup holders right on there, and you guys know I'm not a fan of these ones because I would appreciate if they popped out here somehow. But yeah, you do have 2 cup holders on here, and they are very functional. Obviously you can put big cups on here, and your kids will be very happy here in this rear. The red contrast stitching, like I mentioned, does continue. So does that pattern that's also in the front. Your ISOFIX points are right on there. 2 Type-C USBs on there. You've got a place to put either your phone or whatever you want to put on there, as well as another gap on here should you want to place your phone there as well. This glass roof for me does everything. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love it. I'm not a fan of panoramic sunroof, right? Because let me take that back. This glass roof does everything. It brings in a lot of light. I do love it. And the fact that it's just a solid glass, it's perfect for me because I hardly open sunroofs anyway. I just want light inside. So for me, that works. And that shade is electrically operated, because why would you do manual labor in a Porsche, guys? In the rear too, you've got red seat belts, so you can snap away for days. Anyway, let's go for the drive. And for a 2.2 ton car to move the way this car moves simply blows my mind each and every time. And I hope that those people that were criticizing Porsche for going SUV in 2002, I hope they are still alive and still watching this video right now, because it's absolutely phenomenal. It's possible. Porsche has done anything that you can think of. Take a 911, make it a Dakar car. Take an SUV, make it an overlanding car. Take an SUV, make it a sports car. They've done absolutely that. And this is just true testament to just how far Porsche can go. And this is simply mind-blowing. Now, the way it lowers the suspension, the way it takes on the curves. Now, I'm on a very nice road here that I decided to go. And I'm in normal mode right now. I step on it. And there we go. It just moves. You do jailbreaking or jail numbers very quick if you're not careful, whether you're cruising or not, whether you slap this thing into sport mode and everything just it lowers, and the dampers are much, it just becomes a beast out of nowhere. And I do quite like that a lot. Sport Plus, and the suspension stiffens up, the steering wheel becomes harder, you can feel the ride lowers even a bit more, so that you can essentially do what you need to do in a sportier setting. I simply love it. Now, let's talk numbers. And numbers, Porsche offered this vehicle a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. That twin-turbo V8, we've seen it do work in the likes of the Lamborghini Urus as well as the Bentley Bentayga. And it's simply breathtaking. It's a glorious engine. I'm still trying to understand how Porsche managed to get away with all the noise and regulations that the EU threw at them, because we know for a fact that the EU does not like noise. So I don't know how they got it so right, because this car is extremely loud. On cold start, on start up, on rev, on upshift, on downshift. When you let go of the throttle, the way this car just becomes so loud, it's addictive. It's addictive, and you'll find yourself, especially as a car reviewer, I found myself now depleting this fuel that tank offered me on a full tank. I mean, I've done 447 kilometers. I had to top up today with 600 rands of fuel, and that gave me about 200 kilometers of range. On the tank that Porsche gave me, the full tank, it's a 90-liter tank, and I got about 450 kilometers on a single tank. However, in real life, on the tank, I managed to get about 300 kilometers on that single tank because of how I was driving. I mean, the car has permanently stayed in Sport or Sport Plus, simply because I'm enjoying it. And it hasn't affected the ride quality or the way, the car is taking on the bumps on the roads or the angulations on the roads whatsoever. The air suspension aiding in that to make sure that the car is always beautiful, however setting that you're in. Fuel consumption, Porsche quotes 12.3 liters. I got yesterday, I was sitting on 15.9 liters before I did this launch control. Now I'm now sitting on 19.6. And realistically, that's about right. You're most likely going to be sitting on about 15 liters per 100 kilometers. And to be honest, I'm not too mad at that. People who are going to be buying this car are not worried about the fuel consumption, but they're going to be worried about the range in terms of that full tank gives you, because they don't want to be stopping every single time to fill up this car. It's simply breathtaking. Now, the verdict for me, right? 2.5 million rand, this car starts at, excluding options. I look at the competition, and I'm just going to, and don't kill me when I say this, but the GLE 53 costs 2.5 million, 2.3 million rand. The X5 M60i is about 2.6 million rand. The SQ8 is 2.6 million rand without options. So you're going to be looking at about 2.7 million. And for me, it's a no-brainer for you to simply just take the Porsche. The class over everything, the driving dynamics over everything. And then you also look at the likes of the depreciation. This will not depreciate faster than all the cars that I've mentioned. It will still retain its value over the years. It's powered by a 4-liter twin-turbo engine with 368 kilowatts as well as 660 Newton meters of torque. It sends power to all wheels via an 8-speed automatic torque converter transmission, which is sourced from ZF, and we know ZF transmissions are absolutely breathtaking. And also it's got rear wheel steering, so when you go around all these corners, it's always making sure that you are just right. The steering input is also just right. I'm simply taken away by this car, and I thought that, the Cayenne S, which was also a V8, was, just right. But now Porsche stepped it up for me, and I'm saying, yeah, this is it. And I know that also that the Turbo GT is absolutely bonkers, right? But I think this is the perfect spot for you to get a Porsche Cayenne. And in terms of the looks I mentioned earlier on, I think this coupe wins any coupe design, especially with this GTS. It just looks simply breathtaking. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Up until next time, don't forget to always keep left and pass right. If you're in South Africa, don't forget to use the link in my bio to get a quote from Naked Insurance. Up until next time, guys, I love you so much. Peace out.